girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge.
O_Nate Fudge has joined.
Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds.
Ready.
Want revenge.
Use
Somebody might want
edit entering edit uniforms. Uniform name option is set to current tone.
Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine.
Edit uniform. Entering edit uniforms. Uniform name option is edit uniforms. Edit and ready.
Death comes in threes. Winds come in twos.
Edit unit advanced. You superstar. Ready.
I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left. Touchdown. Touchdown. A floor. Come down. Hotel. Lobby.
Coach, some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Arizona Cardinals. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. From one end zone to the other, 101 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in preparation, visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is their offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go now. Hey, come on. 45. Watch the run. Watch the run. Good shot, baby. Big shot.
They'll run on first down. Tally, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Second down, Murray sets to throw. They complete it to Hill. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Go, go, go. Show it.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And he finds Seals Jones complete. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
57's the mic.
First down, Murray. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Kill.
2nd and 5. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 34. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, Charlie. Let's go.
They'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect. And this remains a 13-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Two times.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. That one complete to Hill. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open.
At the 35-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Check safety. Go. Hold.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. Open man is Hill. He's got it. He's got the first down and more past midfield. He's at the 30, 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And sometimes those slants they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can drive as many home games as possible.
It's nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Taco Charlton able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This is taken at the 23. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray steps away. And now he's going to use his legs. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score,
That's it, baby. We got
13, Cardinals 7.
Okay, 57 the mic. Here we go, D. Hey, just
Now a give, right side. Tally. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From the 36, Murray gets this one to Hill. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here we go. 57's the mic. Check right. 57's the mic. Watch 50. Let it go.
On 1st down, Tally. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Falcons 24-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Defense.
No. Off. What? Go.
Here's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And his kick is good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times.
Julio Jones all alone. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. Gano now to add the extra point. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it in with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
57's the mic. 57's the mic.
Derrick Henry. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
15 on it. 3 buds. 57. West. 57's the mic. He can't hang. Short. He's not going to get me. 57's the mic. Rock 57.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Murray, it's Hill, complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Go. 57's Mike. Mike 57. It's our
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And this is caught by Watkins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a 1st down.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
Let's go.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. This is caught. Watkins. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
45, Mike, 45. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Hey, check Mike, 45.
Murray to air it out again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you get your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal.
57's the Mike. 57's the Mike.
Again, they'll throw in Murray. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Tack McKinley. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Murray now, third and goal. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Watkins, the intended receiver.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Let him know, let him know. Check 13. Hey. 13.
Now a handoff here to his running back. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
I'd have to say that's a pretty darn good run right there. They had 8 in the box, still able to burn them. They've got to consider themselves lucky they only give up a first down and not a touchdown.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10.
We got three, fellas, we got 3. 43's the Mike. 5.
Looking to throw. This complete to Jones. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Falcons going to use the second of the stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Watch QB drop. 80 weapons. He's checking. Crash. Ready?
Back to throw here. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll set up a throw. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion, probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now, probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 2. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now it's Henry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
Here we go, here we go.
Again, it's Henry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd.
3 down, 3 down. Check, 45 is the mic. Check, 45 is the mic. Watch the curl, watch the curls. Orbit.
Snap comes to Murray at 1. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. Yeah, that is much too